What's up, everybody? Welcome back for another lit video here on the ithwitt YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about a John Deere mower, but we're only using this mower for an example of one deal. Let me go ahead and tell y'all, we're going to teach you what you need to do and what you need to look for if your riding lawnmower will only run with the choke on. So without further ado, let's get straight up into it.
Let him talk. This gon' be the last time I dress this, cause quite frankly I'm getting pissed off. Wanna be the bad guy on my hit list, cause his shit don't get no talk, so he wants to put my name in his mouth. Boy, you better sit down. Man is mad that he's performing for an empty house, but I sold it out. My mama always told me that jealousy rears its face in the face of adversity, then verses would come my way, but just ignore it, keep it soaring, leave them sore in the face. They ain't important, you're worth more than their entire estate, so just sit back and laugh at their ass. Keep on stacking that cash. Let them talk if it'll get them off. What they speak just means that they mad. They just want what you got and refuse to do what you did to top them. So the only option that they're gonna rock with is to keep on talking while you keep on walking. So let them talk for a minute, but I'm back and got some. If you're gonna keep on talking behind my back, then I'll just do great things in your face. If you're gonna focus on my career, then it appears you're the one to blame. That you're gonna be in my shadow, have shown staring at my backbone and asshole. You know it's a fact.
Alright guys, so your riding lawnmower will only run with the choke on. Well, there's three things that could cause that to happen. One, it could be your gasket from your carburetor to your actual intake manifold on your engine could be leaking, and it could be letting too much air in, which would be the cause for you to have to pull the choke. Another one, and this is a very good one, your carburetor could be gummed up and it could be letting in not enough fuel, or your carburetor float could be stuck and it could be letting in too much fuel, so you're having to pull the choke to try to help that. That really don't make too much sense, I know, but that's also a deal. Your carburetor could be messed up. It could be you're not letting in enough fuel and too much air is going in, so you're having to pull the choke so that way it's matching. Or it could be your carburetor is leaking at the gasket, like I've already said. And there's one more issue that it could be. It could just be as simple as another leak. You're at the actual intake deal itself from the carburetor, because some mowers don't have the carburetor bolting right up to the intake port. Some of them have a tube going, especially V-twins. So check all gaskets where everything meets up and see if you got a leak there, number one. Now also in this video, we're also going to teach you how to replace your carburetor, and this is a generic on all mowers, okay? This mower right here is actually a good friend of ours who's helped us a lot, and this mower actually used to belong to an old neighbor who passed away, and we're just going to work on this mower to get together. So this is an old John Deere 314 mower. I want to say this is around 1980s, but I do not quote me on that. Problem customer states is will only run with choke on. That is a normal issue for some mowers. Completely normal, guys. So we're going to get dived into this and change the oil, do new plugs, and do a couple other deals, and I'll see y'all when we get to working. So now we're back with John Deere. Really nothing's happened on John Deere. My dad drained all the oil, I believe. Yeah, he drained all the oil. I don't know where he set that oil. So nothing's happened there, guys. So, yeah. So Pop done came, he done pretty much got this mower ready to roll. The battery, oh, just one thing left. The belt. So what you need to look for, if your mower is only running on choke, when the choke's on, your carburetor is probably gummed up and needs to be cleaned and or replaced. This one was a different case though. This is the original carburetor. This is a 1984 John Deere. So what we had going on here is I don't know if y'all can see. Let's come over here to the line. This one's been kind of modified a little bit. There's a bushing that goes inside this arm that controls your throttle. And what had happened is that bushing had wore out. Thus causing this thing, even though choke may be, you know, off or on or whatever, you say it's on, it's causing it to suck in more air than what you want. So to compensate for this wore out bushing and the air coming in,
we had to ride this one with the choke off. That was essentially your airflow. So in essence, you fouling your plugs and run rough. It didn't matter how much you adjusted the air fuel mixture. I'm sorry guys, this right here was the problem. Yes, look at that, it's on the inside too, you can see it. So check your carb. It's probably best if your throttle deal moves up and down, it's probably best to just go on ahead and replace the whole carburetor. Another thing, this was the original fuel pump. The fuel stream going to the carb was real weak, and it's just gone. The mechanism in there's just gone. We pulled this and looked at that, and there's several dry rot cracks inside the diaphragm on here, so we got rid of that. Y'all know our special, fuel shut off. So went back, got the brand new carburetor on here. We got the brand new fuel pump. Got a fuel shut off, even though this mower does not need it because it's lower. So it's just there. Hey, that's what I like to do. Put a fuel filter on. Got a brand new spark plug. Drain the oil. Got brand new oil in it. Check this out, guys. We got a brand new filter with the pre-filter sock on here. We're gonna have to. We're basically giving this one a huge tune-up. Brand new filter, brand new that. Kind of touched that up, you know, because the paint was a little shoddy. Right there. And then battery was dead, so we got some brand new battery on here. And the belt that was on here was, let's just say we know what's fixing to happen. So if your mower will only run with the choke on, there are three things you're going to want to check. One, you're going to see if, you know, your things are loose like this and you have a wore out deal. Two, check and see what your fuel flow going to the carburetor is, because that could be a problem. Your fuel flow could be weak and you're not getting enough fuel to your carburetor, which is causing you to get too much air, run lean, and that's why you're having to have choke on. And if your fuel flow actually seems strong, then, well, most likely your carburetor is just messed up and needs to be cleaned or replaced, depending on if that's wore out and just circumstances. One of the things I wanted to do, you know, this mower is going to get used probably twice a month, so I went ahead and put some protective so we don't get no battery corrosion. Protected the grounds. There's a ground here and a ground there. Did a protection coat on that. Did a protection coat on the starter. Just want to keep corrosion down to a minimum. The cables was really stiff, so we soaked them down with a little Freon. Now we got a really good smooth movement out the cables. Everything else worked just as it should. Mostly everything. Blades kept doing that, so we put a belt on it last night, but it was too short, so we got the new belt. So that's what we're getting ready to do that. I need to let Mama in the house. She is not happy. Look at that. He's gonna go get Mama. Yeah, look at that. Look at him. Y'all ain't never seen him work, have you? Anyway, guys, this is a good friend of mine's mower, and he just asked me if I could do a little work on it, make it run good. So that's what we're getting ready to do. I ain't forgot about this. That's a personal project right there. It runs. I do got a new pull thing on it. That one over there, yeah, I get to it when I get to it. I've actually got it diagnosed, got it running. I just need to order 2 parts and I'll be ready to put it together and take it back. So without further ado, I'm gonna hit the stop button on this bad boy, and he can start filming when he wants to, just like. So this mower is about ready to head on out here. Had to fight to get the blades working again, huh?
Yeah, they was seized up.
One pulley in general. Now everything's back working, so it's out the door, back to the owner, so the owner can be happy and motor yard easily. Huh.
Yeah. A little better than before.
When we get this going, we're gonna go over again in a little better detail on that carb, just so y'all can hear it one more time. Yeah, this this mower has it's kind of set up for a couple months, and you know it's 84, all original. So hey, this one here got a little stuck. No big deal. We got her unstuck. Huh.
What we don't have
The stud?
is that extra nut. That
I have the two there for this side.
this nut that goes on the back.
Yeah. This one was really just a bonus video. We're gonna kind of end it off here. Y'all saw what to do with the carburetor. If your mower does not run unless you have the choke turned on, check your carburetor. You know, it's gonna be one of three things generally. Something with your carb, could be gummed up.
Dirty jet.
Could be something inside the carb gummed up. Could be your fuel flow is too weak and you're getting too much. You're getting not enough fuel and too much air, which is why you have to run it with choke.
Yep.
You know?
Okay.
Or it could be your fuel flow's right, your carburetor's not gummed up, but something inside the carburetor's broke the linkage and all, and it's wiggling and letting air in that's not supposed to come in when it's properly designed. Check if your thing's not run. If your thing's only running on choke, check your carburetor. Wiggle your two things. If you can move your throttle deal up and down, and your choke deal up and down right on the carb instead of how they're supposed to go, that's gonna need to be replaced. Either a bushing or a whole new carb. If that's good, check your fuel flow. If your fuel flow is actually pretty darn good, then you probably have your plug might be fouled out because you have to run on choke, so you don't want to replace the plug. And carburetor. So really simple. It's very easy, but we understand some people don't know about that, so that's why we made this video. Huh?
Share your knowledge,
Do you mind your plumber's crack?
man. Well, you know, quit being queer and looking.
I'm not.
You knew it before I did.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and end it off here. Those are three things you need to look for. Your mower's only running on with the choke on.
Go over it or under it?
I don't remember.
You took it out.
I didn't pay attention.
Ah, lesson number 1, guys.
Pay attention. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We got tons of more cool stuff. Like we got another how-to tutorial that's already dropped on how to free up a froze motor that is locked up tighter than a bolt that he tightens up. Y'all people who actually watch this channel a lot know what I'm referencing. All types of cool stuff. So like you see, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
My life, I'ma wake up and I'll take what's mine. Ain't no way I'll wait in line. Life is moving way too fast for me to be stuck back in time.